Yeah, I got so much content in my phone. It's busting out the seams right now. And the fact that I'm pressing record right now because I'm being obedient to spirit is insane because, like, I, I did buy, like, the iCloud storage. That's cool. But, like, regular storage, I'm not sure how much is on this phone. Not sure how much it's going to take. But so far, I don't think it says that it's full. So we're going to get out that lack energy and keep it pushing. How's everyone today? How's everyone? God damn it. How is everyone today? I hope you guys are doing well. Wherever you are, whomever you are, and whatever time you're watching this. I don't know what I'm filming right now, but I'm guessing Spirit's going to tell me in a minute, so I'm just going to keep yapping into that junk. Come in my little proby little soft spot on the top. The brown door? Okay. I don't know why every time recently Spirit has asked me to talk about the brown door, I get surprised because it's like I thought that we were going to discuss the brown door last, or I assumed. Sorry, I didn't think I assumed that. And I didn't know we would touch on the brown door again. I thought we would probably get back to the red door or the blue door. But no, Spirit's like, keep discussing the brown door. This is going to be part 3. And I feel like maybe they're highlighting the importance of the brown door because it's heavily rooted in the inner child. And in order to heal or integrate the light and the dark and continue being on a dharmic path or in our north node, you have to continuously be nurturing that inner child. Because, yeah, I'm about to cross the street. I'm wearing a dress right now, so my feet cannot go that, like, look, they can't. Like, my strides are very short. That might be significant. Literally, I'm walking like a kid, like a kid with short legs. The strides are small, impatient because you want to have to take bigger strides, but you're literally just a kid. I'm getting Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is definitely on somebody's ass right now about that P word, patience. And really making sure you know it's a virtue, not it's a virtue. No, you need to know, understand, overstand. Like, you need to know that is a real virtue. And kids have a terrible time in grasping this concept of patience, and not even just little kids. I think Spirit wants me to transition over to, like, teens. We're still on the minor topic. So teens are still kids. I don't know why media and people love to adultify teenagers. They are still children, just a bigger version of a child, you know? So we're moving on to the minor area. At this age, maybe, like, I would say, like, 15 to 18, 14 to 18 maybe. Yeah, I think, Spirit wants me to talk about high school. I don't know why we skipped middle school, but maybe that's, like, a whole different ball game. When it comes to high school, all right, high school in the spiritual realm is very similar to high school in the world. It's just perceived a little different, felt a little different. Maybe has many different rules. And when I'm talking about the realms, I'm talking about the underworld, obviously, but I'm also talking about Hogwarts type of energy, like being in spirit school. A lot of my collective are I want to say high school dropouts. I didn't know that a lot of you guys are high school dropouts. So there's a good chunk of my collective that are high school dropouts. I was not aware of that until now. But there's another portion of my collective that are college dropouts like me. And there are parts of you that probably feel maybe not ashamed that you guys dropped out. Maybe the ones that dropped out of high school maybe feel a little ashamed. Spirit saying if you feel ashamed, heal that. And then if you want to get your GED, you can do that. But I'm trying to kind of focus on the people who dropped out of college a little bit more. Spirit is saying that, like, if you feel called to go back to college, sure, go ahead. And it'll be a grand time and it'll be aligned. If you don't feel called to go back to college and you really know, not think, you know that dropping out of college when you did was the best decision you could ever make for your life and for your journey, at this time, I don't think going back to college would be beneficial in the way you would need it. This group would be the type of people, if they really wanted to go to college, they would probably end up going to college and they're like 50s or 60s. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that. Like, they'd be that type of person. Like, they would do a whole bunch of stuff throughout this whole entire time, and then by the time they're like in their like 60s, they're like, all right, let's go back to college. That's if you decide to go back to college ever. But right now, Spirit literally has you in college Hogwarts right now. And yes, we're still talking about the brown door. There's just so much in this brown door. It's not just one thing, because your childhood is made up of like your childhood is a small chunk of your life, but it's so much that goes on that we don't like as adults, we spend the majority of our time as adults on this earth, right? But that little chunk that where you're a minor, you have to realize a lot of stuff goes on. It passes by quick, but you witness so many things. You experience so many things for the first time, quote unquote. So yeah. Anyway, I'm speaking as if you guys have already entered this brown door. We're not at the beginning stages of, oh, you're opening door. No. You guys are already in here. You guys are swimming through. I don't know why I said swimming. So I feel like maybe there are people in my collective who can't swim in the 3D, but you guys can swim very well in your dreams. It's very funny. That's kind of how I am. Like, I can doggy paddle. I could probably do enough to save my life, maybe, but I can't swim like that. Spirit's also saying your spiritual body or your spiritual vessel is completely different than your physical one. And some of y'all are vicious in the spiritual realm. Like, say, like, some of you guys are like short, or you're considered short for your sex. So if you're a male, you'd be below what the average height of a male. Average height of a male in America is 5'10", and the average height for women in America is 5'5". So if you are below those heights, you more than likely, in my collective anyway, your spiritual body or your spiritual vessel is big as hell, like big as fuck. And very intimidating, but not to those who know the essence of your vessel, which is seldom, which is a very minimal amount of entities when it comes to really knowing you. There are a lot of entities, a lot of things that know of you. But I feel like a lot of people in my collective just have that mysterious thing on lock, and it's not like, oh, I'm trying to be mysterious. No, it's a type of energy you guys carry. We're on 8 minutes and 9 seconds. I know you're like, put your glasses on. Why are you doing your shirt? I got my glasses. I'm very thankful I got glasses. And I can see and everything when I need to. But sometimes I don't want to see clearly with my real eyes. I'm fine with staying with my other ones. I put them on when I need to read something. Or, sometimes these eyes just need a break. Sometimes from the prescriptions. And I also don't want my prescription to get worse. I'd really like to hold on. My prescription actually didn't change that much. I don't know why I'm talking about my glasses right now. I think glasses might be significant for these people in my collective. I feel like 75% of my attendees in my collective, in my spirit family, are goddamn blind as hell. I've been wearing glasses since the 2nd grade. I feel like that could have been my downfall. Who knows? But yeah. A lot of people in my collective need corrective vision, or if you don't have it already. So contacts or glasses might be very, very, very significant. If you don't have them, I would fucking get them, because one, if you guys are maybe experiencing sensitivity to light or headaches or anything like that could be caused by your vision, I would definitely recommend you guys go to the doctor, go to the eye doctor, and get a personal prescription for either contacts or glasses. If you feel like you won't be used to contacts at first, get the glasses and then transition. There's also options for you to get contacts and glasses, depending on where you go. All right, we're at 10 minutes. Let's get back into this realm that we've already opened so freely. Spirit is taking me back to the first video I made on the brown door when I was at the freaking playground, and I was talking about the classroom and how we were all we had the choice of grabbing a crayon from the crayon box, and the people that were okay. So, excuse me. So the ones that ended up not getting a brown crayon, Spirit is telling me to tap into that. If you watch the first part of the brown door, I had stated that there's a very small percentage of you guys that were very slick and you didn't listen to the teacher. And not only did you didn't listen to the teacher, you didn't get in trouble. You somehow ended up with another color crayon and not a brown crayon. I'm not saying that you're not in the green. I just said green door. You guys went to the green door when we were discussing a brown door. That's, first of all, you're so defiant and rebellious. Jesus fuck. Anyway, sorry, watch my language. You guys are so defiant. You guys went into the, see, this is y'all problem now. I'm speaking to maybe 15% of my collective right now. You guys are so freaking hard-headed. And not hard-headed, just curious little kittens. Getting cat energy, feline energy. When we were talking about the brown door, when the teachers talk about the brown door, you pick up a freaking crayon that has a different color, that has a green like shade to it. So whether you picked up a green or teal, whatever, you decided you gonna go in the green door. Ain't nobody told y'all to go in the green door, but y'all did. Y'all went into the green door. And if you guys have not tapped into the green door, that is the heart chakra. But we're not going to get too deep into that because we're still talking about the brown door. You guys have probably left the green door by now because you guys probably got fucking bored. Because you guys are like the group that has like that ADHD energy or ADD energy, kind of just so your attention span just be like, all right, now move on to the next. That's what I'm picking up. So you guys are finally now coming to the brown door. You guys are late to class per usual. You guys probably skip. You guys, this is the type of group that barely graduated simply because you didn't show up to fucking school and when you got older. Like once you had the freedom of being in high school and then you were like maybe a little bit more independent, you guys were the type to skip class smoking weed. You guys were the type to skip first period, or you was late almost every day. You guys were the type to I'm like tapping into high school for you, definitely. You guys were the type to not give a fuck about what you were wearing to school, but you guys like wore the best shit outside of school. You guys had locks in high school. If you didn't have locks in high school, you guys had dyed hair, you had piercings. Like you guys were very, very rebellious in your high school stages, like, and not just like with your creativity and your vessel. I'm talking about legitimately, you guys did not fucking listen. Yeah, you guys are the percentage that actually dropped out of high school. That's crazy because I was literally just tapping into that when I was at the playground just now. You guys are I just saw the clock, it said, or the time, it said 13 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah, sorry, the sun is getting hotter. You guys are the small percentage of people in my collective that dropped out of high school. And I'm not saying that in a judgmental tone. I'm just like, how the fuck did you manage to continue life without your high school education? Because that's like the bare minimum you need to kind of like get certain jobs and to survive. You technically don't need a college degree, but you kind of need a high school diploma if you're going to be like, if you need a job on the side for certain things. So I'm getting some messages that maybe you need to go back and get your GED. For some of you, maybe you guys are doing well financially or whatever, but you're realizing, hey, I'm uneducated in some things because I dropped out of high school. Or, hey, my reading level isn't as high as it should be because I dropped out of high school. But there is a tiny percent of you, I feel like maybe 1% or 3% of that little group that is very, very good at being self-teaching and being self-taught. So I feel like you'll be fine. And I feel like the only reason why you would go back to high school is for the challenge of it. Or not go back to high school just to get your GED is for the completion. Like you'd probably like maybe in your 30s end up going back to doing night school and getting your GED simply because, not out of shame, but maybe you'll get a little wiser when you're 30 and you're like, damn, I did not complete my GED. I need to get my GED just to get it, just to have that certification, or just to say I did it, and you just get it, and you really don't really do anything with it, because by then you probably would have heard you have a business, and it's running and it's sufficient and everything. Yeah, this group of people has always been very interesting to me, because like I don't know how you guys survive America without a GED. I'm not saying it's not possible, but like you really need a GED in order to get certain jobs. But I feel like you guys were the ones who were very, very prone to being like risk takers, which worked out for a lot of you guys. Don't get me wrong, it did. Like that's what I'm kind of getting. It worked out. It panned out for a lot of you, but for a lot of you, it did not. You know who you are. You know who you are in this story. So don't try to like make it seem like, oh, that's me, and when you really know it's not you. Okay, so if that didn't really work out for you, I will get back on track. Maybe get your CDL. I don't know. Spirit's just giving you guys a lot of information about how you get your life back on track for these people who decided not to come in the brown door when they were supposed to. Because you guys are a little goddamn slippery little kids. You guys are just a little sneaky, but not like, and it's not, and not, I don't think my type of sneaky is different. You guys have a different type of sneaky energy at it as a child. Like you guys just didn't give a fuck. Like your give a fuck level was very low. Like your give a fuck IQ was very low. Oh my gosh, it's so muddy back here. Y'all definitely got out of the mud for real, especially not having a complete high school education. All right, we're gonna get off that. Dang, someone slipped again. This group I'm picking up, usually I don't really say any signs for these videos, but I don't know why Spirit's telling me I'm picking up heavy fire sign energy and heavy air sign energy. I'm getting Sagittarius, Gemini, Aries. I know I said air and fire, but I'm getting Pisces energy too, even though that's a water sign. And I'm picking up Aquarius a little bit. So those signs can be significant for you. If not, it's fine. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because that hill was like, goddamn. And I'm in a dress. Some of you guys be doing a lot of work in a dress. Like I'm speaking to maybe like the feminines. Y'all have like a bit. What the hell is that? Y'all have like a business. Some of you guys wear a lot of copper. Copper jewelry is very significant for this group. Some of you guys have businesses, right? And you guys wear dresses a lot. Like you guys wear dresses. Like you guys be doing a lot of shit in dresses. How the fuck? Like yeah, I can do some shit in some dresses. But yeah, knowing me, the dress is not gonna last long on me. Okay, I'm gonna have to put on some pants. But not, maybe like a flowy dress, but not this type of dress. Do you see the stride? That stride was not long enough for me. Some of y'all really be getting that shit done. All in a dress, all in heels, or whatever, however that resonates for you. All right, we're at 19 minutes. I feel like Spirit wants me to stop. But I feel like maybe this is the end of the brown door trip for now. And then maybe the next video will probably be on, I guess, the green door, because y'all, I gotta go. Bye, y'all.